Check me out now. Return of the smooth operator. Shotty on repeat. I say sleep later. This another favor. Consider me your neighbor. Lost a lot of fam in pursuit of the paper. She gon' catch the vapors when we slide by. The way I speak my mind, it's like I peak my prime, but I ain't close. I cruise through the night air. Fantasy a dream. Real world is a nightmare. Like Claire battling the brainless. Learn to live shameless. Talk about me alive, but claim that I'm nameless. You aimless. So I'ma style on them. They washed up. It's a rap. Throw the towel on them. Gaining miles on them. Otakus for the win. Tacos, it depend on the mood that I'm in. Like Finn when it's time for adventure. This some new blue. Get ready to enter my mind for a few. Come and take a ride with the crew. I'ma show you how to recoup days lost when you vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. About time to regroup. Fly, got my eyes on the view. Never hear lies, only truth. Realize why they vibe with the blue. 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 Vibe with the vibe with the sky. Wait, you know the rest. I'm blessed. I see you frontin' like you ain't impressed, but I still get requests. I'm playing Zelda on the GameCube. I quit spamming my music. Don't ever try forcing the links. That's a high rule. The wind waker, Mother Nature on my side too, controlling the elements. Go and check my avatar. I'm arrows ahead. Get the point. Moving forward. The battle scars accumulated over time are reminders of what I went through as a mind. Never made me a grinder. The trees broke down for this loose leaf. If life's a game of death, I'm Bruce Lee. Ooh wee. Lose sleep on the regular, trying to get this word out. Then I crash Nebula. Wish I had a very odd parent, maybe two, but it's cool. Everybody pays dues. Now it's time to make moves. Granny didn't raise me to lose. Think I'm in the mood for a cruise. Wanna ride? Come and vibe with the blue. Come 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 vibe with the. Check this out, y'all. I'm back spazzing like the elderly. Worth of my cousin Beverly. Never swear away from the truth. Just ask Heather. Be weather, be tripping. Starting to control like our destiny. Always give you the best of me until the death of me. My weaponry is a paintbrush. Hush, don't tell my secret. They get a hold of it. If you leak it, get it. As usual. It's cool. Got you covered though, look. But let me get back to that cool-ish, loose-ish. Why they still lying? They don't do this bad at board games. Whole world clueless, selling their soul for Roof Chris. Who's this honored fella? Need a sliced extra mozzarella. Crew born like they don't trust fun. Why you dodge to tell her? You don't know, but my eyes are better. Life's a gamble, depending on who holding the cards. You can start living at large or it's bon voyage. Charge it to the game. Me and you ain't the same. I'm thinking bigger pictures. Why you still shrinking the frame? Ever blink in the rain? It helps when your eyes dry. Mob with the bright minds. Think you funny, wise guy? Midnight marauder with a new tribe. Tired of the fake. Come and vibe with the blue sky. Come vibe with the blue sky. Why do you try? We get them high. Take them high. What I do? Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. Come vibe with the blue. Pass what up? Vibe with the.
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
I have seen everything that has ever happened, ever will happen, ever could happen, and yet, what the hell is this?
Are you ready?
Give a damn about a hater when I feel like it.
Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please, I'm trying to get paid. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please, I'm trying to get paid.
For 27 years. I ain't going for 28.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's your boy Ernie, Blerd without fear. Got the homies. We got Cypher of Just Chris Cypher, and we also have the return of the artist formerly known as Robo. He is now Robo. Robo.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
Mon gars. Comment ça va?
Monsieur Bourgeois.
Well, yeah.
You say random French. I'm like,
I know, right?
He actually knows French.
Like,
I just said hello, good, thank you, goodbye. I'll just keep repeating that over and over again. It'll be straight.
Hey, it works for the. Well, never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke here. Please carry on. Please carry on. Please.
I was gonna say you exhausted my French like right then and there when you said merci beaucoup.
I used to be fluent.
What?
Yeah. I
I'm
used to be
learning
fluent.
things about you, just like in like we're not even. What is this? We're not even a whole minute into this, and I'm already learning things about.
Now,
I
when
used to
you
be
say
fluent.
fluent, you mean like fluent, or the way
Like
people
fluent.
say I'm fluent, but really they can say like, "Where's the bathroom?" and then that's it.
No, fluent as in like I could carry you should be able to carry a conversation.
Oh damn.
Okay, so that means you have to know some.
So yeah, I still know some. I mean, like I
want to hear something.
Je ne parle français. Calm the fuck down. That means I don't speak Spanish.
That y'all gonna say that doesn't mean that, but all right.
Yeah, I mean, but no, what's it called? So back when I used to grow up, when I grew up in DR, right? Took French class, right? And then in Creole, so that like the French and stuff like that, had a lot of Haitian friends, and they taught me, and I used to speak French with them and stuff. Got really good, fluent, able to carry a whole conversation. You know what I mean? Obviously, I was stumbled the same way I was stumbled with English, but when I came to the States, I got nobody to practice with it, so I just faded with time.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah, so then it's not like there's a lot of French motherfuckers walking around like oui. Et tu Cypher. I'm like, oui. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like,
we motherfucker.
like, oh, oui, bitch. But now,
He's like, I got your we.
we would like to play. Let me stop. Okay, well, clearly, let me stop talking. Anyways, bro, welcome back. I miss you, bro.
Thank you, Missy too.
How was the food? How was the food?
How's the food? All right, so France. Here's what I'll say about France real quick. France is dope. I went there expecting something. I went there expecting for it to be overrated. I expected for it to be dirtier than expected, and I expected for the people to be rude. And let me tell you something real quick before we kick things off. I was so prepped for people to be rude that I had this thing in my head, right? Where I was even like talking to I'm like, I don't care. I'm not speaking French. I'm not, you know why? Because
I'm American.
What do we tell people when Americans go, this is America, speak English? What do we say about that? Right? Like, what do you think about that? That's shit, right? So you don't get a pass just because you French. It's shit when Americans do that. It's going to be shit when French people do that. Like, nah, I'm on purpose not going to say shit. Let me tell y'all something. I show up, 1 foot on the ground. Hello. Thanks. Appreciate you. And every single time, no problem. And da, da, da. And I'm like, these are the nicest motherfuckers I've ever met in my life.
These are the nicest group of colonizers I've met in my life.
I'm like,
He's
not
like, damn.
one person was rude because I said thanks instead of, merci.
By the way,
not one, everyone was nice as fuck. So then I started like trying to throw some French in there and shit.
how American is it for you to go to another country and expect to be oppressed? Like,
Bruh.
that's like the most American shit.
No,
Bruh.
oppressed. No. It's expect them to be colonizers. I was expecting
100%.
I was expecting them to be like French versions of Americans being like speak English. I'm like, nah. See, they try to make it like it's cute, like yeah, you should try to speak another their language when you go to their country. I'm like, does that work here? And I'm not saying that they should be that here. We know that's garbage here. Why is it not garbage there? But I was killed with kindness, like straight 360 no scoped, and
Fucking nerd.
and I was like,
Got him.
yeah, all right, let me calm down a little bit. I'm gonna throw some French in there.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it.
Oh, hold on. So, is this version of Robo considered a remake or a reboot?
It's about to be a hard reboot because if I don't make it through this COVID, man, this thing is kicking my ass. Tested positive 2 days ago.
Motherfucker said it was about to be a reboot like that, bro. That's just like straight up cancellation, bro.
It's about to be a recast. It's about to be a recast. Man Eater's gonna be out here with like, all right, stop holding auditions and shit because
Like it's done.
like you next to my tomb like this.
By the way,
I hit my head.
I can't even make the joke. Like, bro, he will never replace you because I'll be the first one mad as fuck when like it'll be like 10 years from now she posts her new boo. Like, you ain't shit.
Wow.
He's not even cold in the ground. Like, bro,
you can't wait 15, 20 years.
Right.
Oh, you lucky he's an atheist because now he'll be haunting your ass.
Which means he's in hell.
Damn. Roasting too. Damn.
Like, Robo, if you're looking up at me, I got you, bro. I'm sending her mean ass DMs as we speak. Turns out the new dude is cool as fuck. Like,
just like he's French too.
Oh,
You all,
he's actually
y'all are nice.
He actually is Robo. Is that a French review? And we are the nerds of culture. Like
the nerds of the culture.
But by the way, also
that's it. That's all I got. That's it.
But that's how much I believe in us because I assume that we're gonna keep doing this for 10 to 15 years.
I mean, we at least know each other 10 to 15 years. I mean, we might not be streaming, but goddamn, can you still be mad if we're not streaming?
Okay, but how often do we talk to each other outside of Thursdays? Damn.
These days, well, somebody had to go and fucking be a baller, hustler, shot caller. You know?
Oh.
When he ain't Blaze on the Impala, I will get an Impala just so you can finish that joke.
Dude, I legit was listening to that shit the other day. Like, no lie.
Oh, that song gets me hype.
Oh yeah, no, that was the song for
that was a hood end.
Like, oh dude, this right here. I think we got it. I think this is it. Let's see if this is it. Is this the one? Booyah! Look at that. Bam! We got him, y'all.
We got him.
Let me tell you something about this picture.
Let me zoom in.
Wait, no picture. Hey, like this is the most your age picture ever. He got the 90s pose. Yo, let's look. Yo, let's see his shoes. What's his shoes? What are you wearing?
The shoes are clean. Got the white Nikes.
He got the white Nikes.
I got my white Nikes on it.
The only thing that will complete this picture if you had a North Face jacket.
Oh man,
nah, I had to do the puffy. I had to do the puffy on this one.
Damn.
This is the meme. This is gonna be my recast at my grave right here. This is me. Let me tell you something about this picture real quick. For those who don't know, I'm sure if you've seen As Above, As you know, So Below, most everybody knows, but just in case you don't, those are real ass human bones behind me. It's a place in the catacombs in France. Everybody knows about the catacombs, but just in case you don't, in the catacombs is this place where sometime in the fucking 18th century, they freaking moved everybody from these overcrowded cemeteries to this place. Those are fucking human bones. Those are people.
Mm-hmm.
Go down there. It's somber. You're looking, and I'm like, God damn, that's a fucking person's skull right there. And there's these signs everywhere saying that if you fuck with the skulls, there's cameras. When you get to the other side, there's gonna be cops waiting for you, and there's gonna be a heavy ass fine. So don't fuck with the skulls. Don't touch the bones. Just walk.
Yeah.
Keep your damn hands.
Yeah, like you see all that right there? You see this? See all that?
Them's people.
yeah. These is peoples. This isn't window dressing. This isn't like from Spirit Halloween or anything like that. Dims was actual folks.
So I saw that little like because every section they did this like in waves. Like in this year they moved from this cemetery to here. So each of the sections they had these like little tombstones that told you what year the transfer happened and what cemetery they came from and stuff. So I said, "Oh, I'm gonna do the meme. I'm gonna do the meme like kneeling next to the thing."
Yeah, the Grant Gustin meme.
Yeah, and I'm like, as soon as I did it, like immediately, because don't forget, there's people behind me waiting to take their pictures. As soon like I kneeled and you see me like that, immediately felt like the biggest fucking asshole. Like what a fucking like everybody's somber, everybody's quiet, you're surrounded by human remains, and I'm like, and it's like yeah,
because the American.
and then I'm like, hurry up, take the picture. They click, I'm like, all right, sorry. And I look back at people behind me, I'm like, sorry about
Don't, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Well, you know what? We are going to worry about. What we can actually worry about is we've got a super chat here from Man Eater.
Oh, hey, that's in euros. That's in euros right there.
It says, I propose me and Nerds of Culture / Color take a trip to Spain next and do a show from there. Let's go, fam! I mean, you know,
I'm actually down.
I mean, I would do it.
I'd be down.
I would have to do. It would be low tech as a motherfucker because I'm not lugging this new PC is not crossing the water. It just ain't. It ain't going.
We will also have to sedate Robo to get him on the plane again.
Yeah.
Bro, if I ever go back, there's not going to be any like 4-hour, 8-hour round trip to some castle. Nope. You all
Like,
go
nah.
take pictures, bring it back, live stream it.
Live stream it.
I'll be in a hotel being like, oh, this is nice.
You know what's crazy though? You probably won't even see the live stream because if you had that good of internet connection, you'll be on Hunt or some shit. You'll be playing Helldivers. Yeah, I like
100%. Like, yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I couldn't stay connected. It's weird.
Like word, interesting that your Steam on Hunt went from 8,000 hours to 8,088. Funny how that works.
Oh man, I don't know. Also, shout out to not a super chat, but just something I did want to address too. This actually came up earlier. I think we were still in countdown. This is what up, Blerd Koa. Shout out to the Kugali brand for the excellent show Iwaju on Disney Plus. I remember Blur showcasing those brothers about a year ago, and their comics are fire. It's true. It's damn true. And let's see here. I want to make sure. Oh, also shout out to Rough Rider over on the Twitch side.
Oh, take it.
He's got wait. Can we do it like Snoop on the left side? Yeah, that's the Twitch side.
Beta.
Not the. Did you just hit him with the kids on the back? Is that what you just did? They're like, hey, from the back we got Twitch over here. Just.
Oh no! That was some Snoop. That was some Snoop.
Oh, I know. Never mind.
Zad lives and says it's not worse than a girl who was sexy posing at Auschwitz. I'm like,
I mean,
that's pretty bad.
Hey, if Walt Disney can do it, why can't she?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
You can't make him laugh unexpectedly. Stop. No. Also, some of you may notice too. I did a little change up here. So now there's hey, we got Respawn in here. Everybody. Everybody, get back to work. Back to work, everybody. Respawn's here.
Respawn. Everybody. Before she leaves, ask her to validate you real quick. She'll do a great job.
Hey, I
don't know why I heard that. I thought you meant parking for a second. I was like,
I did too. First, I was like, is she validating parking now? Is that her job now? I mean, I'm not trying to.
Please don't, because I actually do validate parking in my job. So can we not?
Let's see.
Yo, you got your ticket? Yeah, I'll validate that for you. Come on, sir.
Well, here's what I will say. In honor of Respawn for dropping the deuce on company time, there's a saying that I have grown to love, and it's this: if you help the company make another dollar, they're not going to give you another dime. So that's why I shit on company time. So there you go. That is words of wisdom
philosophy right there.
Yeah.
That's deep philosophy.
Shalafally.
I mean, it's real though. It's real.
Oh, it's facts.
I mean, it's a matter of fact. Here, let's see what else we got. Yes, for the company. Wait, why is that? Why did I read that in the voice of like a space marine from Warhammer?
Yeah,
like, for the Emperor.
That's exactly how she meant it.
I went Helldivers with that one. For
Let's see.
democracy,
Dude,
for
you
the
know what?
company,
Before we
Well,
get into
what is it? What is it? Forced democracy? Is that what they call it?
for democracy.
For
yeah.
No,
democracy.
force.
Forced.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I
it
thought it
is
was
forced democracy.
forced democracy. That's what they call it. Yeah.
Let's see
So
here.
before we got into it,
Oh yeah. I totally had a brain fart. So
just like me.
That said, before we get into our main thing, I did want to ask y'all, did y'all hear
God.
about
Damn.
oh,
But man, don't miss.
Max Dad.
Oh,
bro,
ayo,
what
ayo,
is
damn.
going on in here? I wonder, can I make this a thing? Can I make this happen? I want to see if I can let me see. Yeah, here. You know what? Yeah, this is for you. This is for you, Mr.
That
Blerd.
boy's one mean motherfucker.
There you go. He's a bad dude, man. Y'all watch out, man. He's a bad man.
God damn. I have to name an item in this room after him. My speaker's called Gearless Mode. You know what I'm saying? Like that's official.
I mean,
Big Oil Daddy.
oh god, y'all ain't shit.
Hey.
Y'all really ain't. Y'all ain't shit. Oh,
Yo, he dropping that sugar daddy money. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like I feel Walter.
look here. I'm not saying shit. All I'm gonna say is that we appreciate it, and of course, as always, even though it's rounded up by 1, that is still max damage in Final Fantasy. So it is what it is. Oh wow, wait, hold up. Mistake was made.
Wait a
Hold
minute.
on. I must fix an error. So give me
Fucking Jerome.
uno momento por favor. So there you go. Error now fixed. So now I can do the thing. Yeah, not everything has been migrated or reset. So like if there's something weird that happens during the show, chalk it up to the fact that Blerd switched computers this week, and not everything has very likely been transferred or updated. So yeah, we're getting there. I just saw what Jose dropping that next vacation money for you.
Robo, oh Lord, you done went full French. Just for the record, it is at Left Face TV, but this is funnier.
he's like, he says, I'm gonna lean into the gimmick, okay? He's gonna lean into the gimmick. But no, huh?
No. I was just gonna talk shit. Please continue.
Well, no, I was gonna say, well, for one, we are gonna kind of stand a little bit more on business than usual today, because I have an interview after this is over, because I'm an idiot who double booked himself for stuff to do today. So after literally as soon as this conversation is over, I'm getting on a Zoom call, and I will be talking to David Pepos about Space Ghost in just a little bit. So yeah, there's a lot going on, and I am still, for those who are curious, I have not posted the Thundercats interview. It did happen. It's just that I've been so busy that I have not done it yet. I have been that busy. So yeah. I will say, however, and I think for those who have not done so yet, I will say I highly advise, if you do have questions for Greg Wiseman for the Gargoyles interview, make sure that you get in the Discord, which, by the way, the link should be in the description below. Go do that. There's a section for questions for Greg Wiseman. Make sure you go do that because based on the conversation I had with Declan Shalvey and Drew Moss for Thundercats, I mean, there was one question in there for them, but I would like to ask y'all's questions as well. So, and all of it is on limited time. Like I get like 45 minutes to an hour with them if I'm lucky. So yeah, make sure you do that. And yeah, I got nothing else. Okay, so before we get into the main thing, now I can talk about this. Have either of y'all heard about the shenanigans going on in Helldivers 2 specifically?
Shenanigans.
Yes.
Which one?
Okay.
I heard there's a huge update coming. That's what I heard last time.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
So I saw the mech because I saw it leak on Reddit. The mech,
Yeah.
it looks awesome, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So Helldivers 2 had an event that everyone is calling Space Vietnam.
Ooh.
Yes. So basically what happened was, so you know how we have like the war table map? Yeah, when you go to the war table and it's all like, you know, like it shows like, oh, well, this is how much has been liberated. This is how much you've liberated versus, you know, whatever faction. So something major happened, and it has had the internet, the Helldivers 2 community,
I know what you're talking about.
their fucking feelings. And,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So yeah, so okay, so I'm gonna pull this up, and this is actually just one. This is actually just one of the tweets. From this. Here, I'm gonna zoom this in just a little bit so y'all can see it a little bit better. But it says, we've lost Malevelon Creek. The automatons won. You can see here, this is the 0 point. Like they literally, the automatons kicked everyone's ass, and now Malevelon is being spoken of in the same reverence as how bad America got its ass whipped in Vietnam. It is one of those things that it's like, it's crazy and kind of wild. And yeah, if you look at this is Malevelon Creek. So basically, I don't know what the fuck happened, but apparently the automatons were just on. Like they were just on.
I played the weekend when they took over. Yeah, they whooped our asses. The automaton got a new software update, iOS 18 or some shit. They was whooping our asses, bro. It was it was sad. It was crazy. It was my first time in the game too. I was like, oh yeah, this is fun. I'm like, fuck this shit. I miss my homies.
Yeah, look, you know
what?
what?
I mean, shit. Already, we fucking avoid them bitches anyway. But
I mean, that's fair.
I guess it was something serious this weekend.
I mean, that, you know, honestly, it did not. It was wild. Like here's another one. Said like it's like we lost Malevelon Creek.
That's
like what the
funny.
fuck? Like
Damn.
it is wild. This for for unknown on Malevolent Creek, having missed the last Pelican out after the planet fell, requesting the remaining destroyers in the system glass his grid square before warping out. We will return. I mean, it's kind of like, I love the fact that while the game has had some issues as of late. And honestly, I think the automatons are bugged right now. I actually do. I believe they're bugged, personally.
Yeah, because they're terrible.
Well, I say this because, and I thought that maybe it got fixed, but me and one of my homies, Adam, shout out to Adam from Nerd 901, which, by the way, don't let me, guys, please don't let me forget. I actually have something special I want to announce on here for our Final Fantasy Rebirth fans in regards to that. But no, getting back to it. We had a match. This was not this weekend, but the previous one, where we were going up against the automatons, and we started out on like I guess will be medium, which is normal, and then it was like, oh man, this is kind of wild. So we turned it down to easy, and it was still equally as difficult, and we turned it down to trivial. And like I'm talking about like those I forget the name. I think they're called destroyers or devastators, whatever the automatons that are in like the mech suits, not the big Hulk busters, but like they're like very
I know
armored.
which ones.
With the little window in the face.
Yeah, the little window.
Mhm.
They were spawning in on Trivial. They were spawning in 6 at a time and were suspiciously close together when they spawned in. And it was just like, bruh, come on. Really? On Trivial?
So while you were talking about this whole thing, I hadn't heard of it. I didn't play, and I thought to myself like, well, if it's all just kind of like round based, I wonder how they did it, and I wonder if they did it kind of like in Fortnite when they would do like the big events. It was like each iteration would be getting the shit, and I'm wondering if kind of like almost like an Easter egg, what they would do was go, everybody's gonna think it's bugged. Everybody's gonna be like, wow, automaton something is super hard. But what they were doing when you were seeing that, I wonder if it was like, this is the automatons winning. You know what I mean?
I got you.
I
That
mean,
makes sense. I mean, because to be fair, it kind of sells. So the whole thing about Helldivers is that you are a expendable, dumbass kid that got indoctrinated into fighting somebody else's war, right?
Yeah.
And the way you get murked, like I actually didn't get mad, didn't get as mad when I died, only because I was like, oh yeah, because these characters don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sending them to die and shit like that. I was just doing shit so I can upgrade my ship. That's literally all I cared about.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't care if this nameless douchebag fight my wars, bitch. That's how I felt. You know what I mean? So I didn't really care for the automaton winning because I feel like that's part of the charm of the game, if that makes sense.
So here, let me answer this. So okay, so we played Trivial because we wanted to test and see. Because like I said, we were on medium first when we went in. And I mean, I'm talking about like it was repeated, like dropship. Like I'm talking about as soon as we loaded in, dropship. Like I'm talking about we didn't even have time to get out of the hell pod. And it was like dropship. Oh, by the way, another dropship. Oh, guess what? Another dropship. And it was just dropping like constant.
That's what happened to me,
stream.
you and Carter during that the
Same.
escort thing. Where just like you couldn't even move.
You couldn't even
Yeah,
move.
the escort shit fucked me up. Same thing.
Yeah, so that was why we dropped it down to easy because we wanted to, because we were trying at the time, we didn't really have a full understanding of how the whole like the automaton thing worked as far as the getting that what was it, like I think it was 12,000 something requisition slips or something, like some shit like that or whatever. And we misread it, not paying attention to the fact that it was like a global thing, not just something we had to do. But when we went down and was like, okay, well, we'll come back in. That was like, I was like, yeah, maybe automatons on medium is just, maybe it's just too good for us. So I said, go ahead and turn it down to easy and let's just see what happens. And it was like, nope, same. And then we turned it down again. It was like, nope, same. And it was really just testing at that point. Can't spell drip without drop shit.
Love you, Ray. Thank you so much. Thank you. See, look at that. I needed that, right?
Yeah,
she's the goat. That's why she needs.
Yeah, they're actually busted. But no, that said, yeah, man, pour one out for Malevolon. We hardly knew.
Malevolon's Creek.
We didn't know. Actually, I wish I was on my other profile. I had a little clip I could have played, but I don't have it, so it's okay. It's okay. It's no big deal. It's no big deal.
I'm trying to get Twitch up, and then we get the chat up there, so I'll make sure.
Was that? Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I got everything up in front of me. That said, let's talk about what we came here to talk about.
Do it.
So Saturday, of course, we had the Blerd Cave. We talked about the somehow highly controversial, I don't know why, the highly controversial Avatar, The Last Airbender on Netflix, the live action remake, the second live action remake of the Avatar franchise, at least the not not blue people, but kid with powers.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah, we had our second iteration of it, and it's kind of funny. I kept seeing this narrative come up a lot. That entire, especially like, because I wasn't really paying attention to the public discourse as much until after I did my review for it, and I started noticing, man, there were a lot of people that were just like, I'm talking mad, like big mad, like
really upset.
Super
Like
pissed.
Philadelphia just lost the Super Bowl, mad or something, like some ish like that. Like, just like, man, we're gonna riot in the streets. I'm gonna push over a telephone pole, like some shit like that. Like, people were just upset, like legitimately upset. It was really weird.
Wait, you saying that nerds were being over dramatic over something in entertainment media? That's so unheard of.
I mean,
That is, oh my goodness. Like, why can't people just be wholesome? Like how they reacted to The Last of Us 2? God.
Right. Normal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Normal.
Also, I actually appreciate this sentiment here. G. Martin said that was the first live action. It will always be the first live action because no other live action before this one deserves mentioning. Man, that's fair. That is actually incredibly fair. I don't disagree with that sentiment. But no, it was funny to me though, because I talked about this in my review. I'm not the hugest fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I actually really enjoyed it. I mean, it had its problems like anything else. It wasn't perfect, but I mean, you
talked about like the cheesy moments, the way a lot of these lines were delivered.
Yeah, like I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was fun. Maverick, Cypher, did you watch it any?
I only saw clips and bits and pieces. I was saving it for this weekend, but the clips that I did see were pretty good, and then they were also hilarious. Like, one clip that lives in my head rent free is what the internet is calling sassy Zuko, because it's one like when he was talking to, they were asking about the Avatar. So you mean to tell me that you know what the Avatar is? And I was like, oh, my man sassy on this one. Soul. No, I haven't watched it.
I will say this. I'm about that spicy life. So, give me that fire. Give me that fire bending. I don't know why. Just it looks. I know like air is supposed to be like OP, but like I don't know. There's something really cool. Like, actually, you know what? I would want to. You know what? Nah, screw that. I want to be the stereotype. I want to be the stereotype. Give me the lightning bending.
I was about to say.
Yeah, give me. I want to do that because that way.
No, but you were on the money. You were on the money though, because lightning bending is the deviation from fire bending. So you're good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there you go.
Well, here's the thing though. Joke's on you. That's actually not true. And there's a video you should watch by this one guy called Blerd Without Fear. He did a dope ass video on why that's not true. You should check it out.
I was about to talk shit. I was like, no, fire bending and lightning bending are the same. I was like, I don't know who this Blerd Without Fear is, but let me stop.
It's like, I don't know who he is, but you know what? I can tell you what he is. He's wrong. He's loud and wrong.
And you can at me.
Fire is dope. Lightning is dope. Okay.
He's gonna be a bloodbender.
But when also dope. But when you are talking about being able to control an element that is hands down, like the fact that these are what's the house in Harry Potter that's like
Hufflepuff?
The nobodies. Yeah, the fact that Earth is like the Hufflepuff of this world, and it's all about like the water and the air and the fire doesn't make any sense.
It's kind of
the entire planet. It is. The planet is Earth. Like, you control metal, you control Earth, like to have the ground. I've been in an earthquake, and let me tell you something. I don't care what natural disaster you've been in. When the entire fucking planet is moving and crumbling underneath you, I mean, I've obviously never been no crumbling shit.
I was about to say, like, I'm down.
It's like that shit is unnerving as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Okay, to be fair,
Earthbender.
So to be devil's advocate here, in the Last of Us series, metal bending was was new. Toph was the one that created it, pioneered it, and then she
Last of
taught
Us?
it. And
The last series.
the last series, the Last Airbender.
Oh, okay. got
Oh,
it,
cool.
got it.
Yeah. No, Toph was the one that invented metal bending. So that was new.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the earth
I'm talking
bending.
about the Earth. I'm not just talking about metal. I'm talking
no,
about
I'm
the
just-
entire
no,
Earth under your feet.
No, I'm just saying that when it comes down to in the series, the Earthbenders got complacent because they had Bouncing Say, the biggest country, and the only one that couldn't be overrun by the Fire Nation, right? That's how they had to wait for Sozin's Comet. What I'm trying to say is that it's not till Toph kind of revolutionized earthbending, and that's why earthbending in the Legend of Korra was so OP. Yeah, I mean, because you have old girl Toph, her
Yeah.
daughters, and that,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Earthbender were just clapping cheeks left and right. You know what I mean?
The problem with these kind of people is the fact that they're all like some level of Superman. And let's be real, if everybody just didn't give a fuck, if this was real war, right? War, like we know, you can look up any war documentary from any war ever, and we'll see just how fucking disgusting human beings can actually be to each other, right?
Mhm.
If we got that level of Avatar, I'm telling you, Earthbenders hands down, because you're not just like grabbing ankles and shit. We're just like that's it. Earth opens up.
I got you. I'm not disagreeing with you. However, the Book of Kyoshi may throw some what's it called? Some plot twist there, because what she was doing with airbending, sucking the air out of motherfuckers' lungs.
That's
bad.
that's the thing, though. That's what I'm trying to say. That it just doesn't make it. You can't think about it too hard. You can't think about it too hard, because it goes back to like, why does Superman ever lose? You know what I mean? It's because he has to pull his punches or whatever. If we just went full on, like, no rules, I'm just savage and I will kill you in a heartbeat, nobody has a chance to do shit with fire, shit with air, because I'm just gonna make the planet open up underneath you, and then I'm gonna close it, and you guys are just pulp in the middle. You know what I mean?
Well,
I got you.
I kind of want to piggyback something that
Poop bending.
that Elite X1 just mentioned, because it's something that's been on my mind this whole time we've been
I'm gonna
talking
be
about this.
I'm gonna be a
And it's about like
backbender.
water benders, because I mean, you think about it, like, honestly, water and Earth
70%
are
of the Earth.
probably the most
Yeah.
dangerous and most versatile, in my opinion, just because, like, Robo, like you were saying, like, Earth it's literally all around you.
Mm-hmm,
Like, you can't escape it. It's, you literally walk on it. But like, you also have water, and like the Earth is majority water.
70% of the Earth is water.
Yeah, well,
So it's like you can
hold on.
literally just jack some shit up,
Hold
depending
on,
on
I
how close you
got
are to
you.
a body of water.
Not only that, though, these motherfuckers dehydrate and dry out quick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Katara will be in the desert. She's useless. You know what I mean? I will say this, right? It's been proven time and time again in the series and the books that the people in the Avatar series, right, are lucky that the airbenders were pacifists. Because Sahir in The Legend of Korra was an airbender for 24 hours and was bodying everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, I don't know. I feel like if I were to categorize, I would say earth, air, water, fire.
I'm glad you said that, because that's what I was about to finish off with. Is, can we just say that the fact that the Fire Nation is so powerful is kind of like, I feel like they would be the weakest. Like, that would be, out of all the elements regarding the world around you,
Yeah.
fire is dope, but I mean, it's not competing with air, water.
I
and
will say
earth.
this though.
Well, the reason why they even got, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I think the reason why Fire Nation is the default bad guy is because,
Fire cool.
well, not just that, but
I heard.
then the Water Nation attack just doesn't roll off the tongue quite as well.
Fair enough.
And then the air, and then the breezy folks came in. Yeah.
Right? the Air Nation came in and just ran roughshod. But when you say
You're
Fire
right, you're
Nation, just
right.
like, dude, Fire Nation just sounds like, dude,
Yeah.
no, them
Yeah.
some bad motherfuckers right there, man. Nah, dude, you gotta watch out for them, man.
Excuse me. I'll say this much: they did explain in the show why the Fire Nation even took over the world. It's because of Sozin's Comet. That's literally it. They got turned into Super Saiyans once every 100 years, and that's why they fuck shit up, right? That's why after the Sozin Comet, the war was kind of in a stalemate. Yeah, I mean, they fucked up the water tribes to Extreme point. So they were like divided up. They couldn't do shit to the Earth until the next Chosen Comet, and they eradicated the monks because these motherfuckers don't believe in violence.
Yeah,
and they got
Well,
clapped.
now that we've said all that, though, because yeah, we kind of went off on a rabbit trail there,
as we do.
It's a
Welcome
thing.
back. Welcome back, Robo.
Yeah, it's a thing. It happens. We accept it. It is what it is. But just like the Fire Nation attacked, so too did the Avatar: The Last Airbender haters.
Yeah.
Like I saw a lot of people complaining, talking about, oh man, no one asked for this. This is terrible, and this is garbage. Who is this even for? And I mean, I know I'm probably gonna shut down our little conversation before it gets even started because I'm just gonna say the one thing that I always say every time people do shit like this.
Nobody hates.
It's for people that aren't you. Like when you ask, like, who is this for? I mean, yeah, sometimes legitimately, it's a good idea to ask that question. Like, case in point, Madam Web, who was it for? Because it clearly was not for fans of the character. It was not for people who are fans of Madam Web.
Right.
It was for tax
or fans of like movies or people.
It was no. That wasn't a tax write-off. That was for keeping the rights to Spider-Man. That's what that was for.
That's
because they have to produce a movie ever so often, otherwise those rights go away. And we all know Tom Holland isn't filming another Spider-Man movie for a while. But neither here nor there. But the thing is, we've had a lot of live action remakes. I'm not going to sit here and argue whether or not Avatar: The Last Airbender is good or bad because I already have my opinion about it. No one's going to change my mind about it. It is what it is. I liked it. I thought it was great. I thought it was fun. It was way more enjoyable to me even as a person who's not terribly much of a fan of the Avatar: The Last Airbender cartoon. And as far as I'm concerned, it's good. If you don't like it, that's cool. We can still be friends. It's not the end of the world. But I don't think that like anyone should be going to like great lengths to try and change people's minds or like shit on them for liking it. It's like, because I'm gonna tell you right now, the dumbest argument I have ever heard in my life is that live action crap. I prefer the cartoon. Do you know how dumb you sound when you say that? Like to use that as an argument, it sounds incredibly dumb, and I don't recommend anyone ever do it. But I'm curious because this isn't the only live action. This isn't the only live action thing. We can jump over to the Disney side of things. We've had the Disney stuff. Disney has had a huge slate of live action remakes and even things that weren't remakes of anything. Just I think Cruella was just Cruella.
And most of them moderately successful.
Yeah,
no big bombs.
No.
Mulan was a big bomb.
Well,
it didn't make its money back.
I don't think so. I think it actually came short.
Well, I think
but you can check that out.
You run into with Mulan is when it came out, because if I remember correctly, it came out during the pandemic,
and it was Disney Plus only, and I think that was Disney Plus was fairly new still.
Well, yes, and yeah, more or less. But yeah, the movie it had a budget of like $200 million. It made like 69.9 million. And I think
in the box office.
The box office. And I want to say, just to put a finer point on it, that box office total is international, not domestic. So it doesn't count whatever money it would have made if it was. I don't think it made any money over here because they didn't. I don't think they released it theatrically, or if they did, it was so limited they didn't even bother keeping up with the numbers for it. But
And they don't really release the numbers for things like streaming and shit too. So
no, not at all.
Mhm.
But the thing is, I know, Robo, I know you and I have talked about this before, kind of like
Mhm.
off mic about live action, some of the live action Disney stuff.
Yeah.
Which is once again you're ranging from a lot of different movies, but I know you and I have kind of been on about roughly the same page. I don't Cypher, I don't know if you and I have ever
I think
talked about it before.
Once or twice, but nothing. We didn't go in depth. It was just in passing.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
I will go ahead and say, as far as like the Disney stuff goes, I'm fine with them. I haven't seen all of them. I didn't see Cinderella. That's like the one I think I didn't see, and it was more because I just don't give a fuck about. I didn't give a fuck about Cinderella as an animated movie, let alone as a live action.
I didn't even know they did a live action Cinderella.
It was one of the first. It was actually one of the first ones.
I seen like Ever After. You talking about like you're not talking about Ever After, right?
No. I mean, it was literally Cinderella. It was like it was an actual like Cinderella, like straight up Cinderella live action movie. It was.
That's how you know it was good.
I don't. It was one of the first ones, or one of the. I won't say first. It was one of the earlier. It was one of the earlier ones, and if I remember correctly, it did pretty damn well. At the box office. To my understanding.
2015. Where the fuck was that?
Yeah. This came out a while ago.
You're probably I ain't gonna watch that shit. Gang. I'm a man.
It was 500. It made $540 million. So I mean, it was successful It was successful on some level. This is it right here. And once again, I just didn't go see it because I just didn't care.
Right.
It had nothing to do with, oh my god, they're remaking everything. I just didn't care. But there's something I've learned about these remakes though. Because I see a lot of it's mostly because I don't ever see kids complain about it. Well, I mean, obviously because they're kids and generally their taste is awful anyway. So I'm literally deflating my entire argument here by just using that as a preface. But the point
everybody
of the matter,
knows kids are stupid.
Oh yeah. Generally speaking, kids are usually pretty fucking dumb. And what was it? One of my favorite songs from the Cleveland Show, "Kids Suck at Everything." But the thing is, that's kind of the point of these movies. It's not to say that they suck, but it's just that they're not catered.
Not for you.
They're not catered towards us. They're catered towards a new audience who doesn't want to watch something that already looks and feels old. Yeah, and if you don't think that that's a thing, you clearly do not have children.
Right.
I
mean, we know that shit happens because we can look at cartoons now. You know what I mean? Look at the He-Man that just dropped, and nobody's gonna tell me. Yeah. Look at the He-Man of some reruns of our childhood, and I don't care how good the animation is. I don't care how great it is. Technology advances and shit looks old. You know what I mean? Even like themes, like thematically, like we don't really think about it, but thematically, the things that speak to us in a certain era with certain, troubles and technologies speak to us differently. Here's the thing is I was actually, when we decided that we were going to talk about this, I really kind of I wanted to just really in my head, try to be able to sift what was the difference between legitimate critique and legitimate, understandable, rational disappointment, and this weird everything that's not the same is bad type of just dumb shit. Like, who asked for this? Everybody. There was that TikTok that you showed me from that one girl.
Yeah.
She hit the nail on the head. They're like, who asked for this? Everyone.
Yeah.
We've been asking. Yeah, you know how we
casting live action shit.
Yes. Before that, when we started asking for it. Here we go. You ready for this?
Oh man, hit me. I'm ready.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1. I fucking pissed myself when that trailer hit the TVs. I could not be happier. And since those days, Super Mario Brothers and Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, we have seen lots and lots of disappointment, but lots of great shit. The fact of the matter is this: nobody has to like everything, and I don't care what it is. You know, there was a friendly little banter that happened in the chat talking about Bebop. You know what I mean?
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, and it's like, hey, some people liked it, some people don't. Some people like this one, some people don't. But here's the deal: I watched a podcast earlier. Actually, it was a little while ago in preparation for the show we had when we first talked about the Avatar, and it was a bunch of people who hated it for really good reasons. Like,
yeah,
real. And I sat there and I was like, "That's a good point." That's
like
right.
it was legitimate criticism.
Character development seemed rushed. There were, no, we don't want a shot for shot of the cartoon, but there were some themes of the cartoon that didn't transfer over, et cetera, right? But then you got some of the people that are like, "Oh, it's cheesy. Oh, it's this," or "Oh, you tried to make anime real, and that's why it sucks." I'm like, do you guys not see? You guys ever heard of the MCU? You know the MCU exists, right? You know what the source material for the MCU is, right? Like,
No, they don't.
It's not only fucking real. Only realistic shit is the only thing that works. No, I'm gonna tell you, man. This is what fucks live action. I'm gonna say it just like this: when it is a cash grab, right? And you don't have the money, or you didn't put the money in to get good casting, good writers. It's just like, let me throw something on the screen, because that's what Street Fighter was. You know what I mean? Street Fighter, Mario Brothers, they didn't give a fuck. They just like, hey, let's throw this on the screen. Let's get some quick money. And then that's when you feel it, right? But when you put time into it, when you care, you're gonna see it. And the big fans may not agree. Like the solid fans, the people who've seen the original cartoon like 20, 30 times, they see the intricacies. They see the intricacies of it. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, everybody should be a normie like me. Because let me tell you something: when you go watch an adaptation of something that you either watched through once or twice, or maybe you didn't even fucking finish it through because something else caught your attention and you forgot to go back, you don't come in through with any expectations.
No baggage.
That's it. When you love, like, and it's okay to love something like this. When a title is, man, I've seen it 20, 30, 40,000 times, spitting everywhere. Then now you're watching it. You're not watching it for like, oh, let's see what they get. Like, give it to me. You know what I mean? You're like, they better give me the They better not fucking fuck up the Zuzu arc. I cried during the Zuzu arc, and da 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 da. And then the Bushinden blade. Ooh, they better not fuck up the Bushinden blade. You know, it's like, and then you're sitting there just waiting for the thing that you love to come on screen instead of just chill the fuck out. Go fucking make yourself a drink and watch a new show that came out. You know.
I'm agreeing with you 1000%. However, that's gonna be me exactly if they move forward with that Metal Gear live action adaptation.
That's fair.
I promise you. Right now, I'll agree with you. But if they drop that Metal Gear shit, I'm gonna be that fan. Like, oh, they better not fuck this up the entire time. And I'm gonna hate myself because I'm gonna become that person that I would hate. But yeah.
So let's change gears a little bit. Because I love to hate the haters too. But Ernie, what is a title that's animated? Where, and we take all our medicine, we hear all the shit that we remember how whack the haters used to look, but you know that you love this title so much that you just might be like it if they start changing up characters on you. You know what I mean? Like they might change the attitude of a certain thing, or maybe change the reason why a big event happened and they changed it a little bit. Can you think of a title where you'd be like, they better not fuck my shit up?
That they haven't done already?
That's a good point. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, what is one where they did do that to you?
Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
But the thing is, I didn't get angry about Cowboy Bebop. Like, I actually liked it, but I recognize why a lot of people don't. Like it was way more silly than it should have been. I enjoyed it for what it was. I just accepted that it was not going to, like, if I want to watch Cowboy Bebop, I've got the anime on DVD and Blu-ray.
That's it.
I got different
you
streaming
can never
services.
get me that mad when the thing I love is still there.
Yeah, it doesn't change it.
Yeah,
It just means that, okay, this is something that's it's you know what it was? It was one of those situations where, like, I liked the cast. I liked the look, but I felt the show didn't know fully what it wanted to be. Like, it was trying to be like it was trying to be too silly, but at the same time also trying to be really serious, which, I mean, to be fair, that's kind of an anime thing. But like, yeah, I just, like, as far as something that, like, has not been adapted, that could potentially be adapted, that would maybe make me feel this way, that I would be hypercritical of, the only thing I could really honestly think about is if they were to do something like a oh, here you go. If someone were to ever maybe make a, well, I mean, I know it's going to happen. It's on the way. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's not. But, like, yeah, if someone made an X-Men movie that completely missed the point.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, I would be, I'm not going to lie. I'd be kind of, like, but the reason why I would be tight, it would be for more than just, oh, you changed. Oh man, Wolverine's only supposed to be like 5'3" or some shit. You made him like 6'12" or yeah, whatever, 7 feet tall or whatever. I mean, to be fair, they've already kind of done that before anyway.
They did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get where I'm coming from. Like, like it would be one of those things. Like, it would have to ultimately lose the entire point of what it was supposed to be for me to get, like, for me to become, it's irrationally angry. Like, for me to become like the guy on the thumbnail, like to be like that, I'd be like, okay, yeah, y'all, you would have to really fuck up the message.
You know what I like about what you said right there?
Mm-hmm.
What I really like about what you said there is the fact that the thing that you're angry at is not, because I mean, I know what you're getting at.
Mm-hmm.
You're not angry that they messed up my X-Men. The thing that you could imagine pissing you off is, we know what the X-Men are an allegory for.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine a new X-Men movie that they all come out just looking like Deadpool or something. Not Deadpool. I'm sorry. Deadshot. Bloodshot. Bloodshot. And it's like, wait a minute. Did you make a movie that was like an action movie? Like, everything about the X-Men is them, like, they're like a mercenary squad.
Yeah.
And all they do is get hired for different jobs. Like,
there's no mutant depression.
Exactly. It's none of that. It's like that. That would be spelled.
Yeah.
But that's
the
reason why I like what you said. The reason why I like it is it shows, okay, if there's anything that's going to make you mad, it better be attached to something that's actually important. You know what I mean? Like, what's his name? Who's the dude? Sasuke? Who's the dude's name? The brother of the Airbender, and he's not a sexist anymore.
Oh, you mean the waterbender? Sokka.
Sokka. I'm like, to be mad that he doesn't go. I'm okay with, man, because the character arc was kind of important. Okay, great. But what does it really matter? It doesn't. It's just like he doesn't go through the character arc that he went through in the cartoon. Has a different character arc, a different type of relationship with his sister. But there's nothing that is elevated outside of the cartoon to really make you that upset. Like it would if they changed the story of the X-Men or something that's kind of like important. I just don't get the source of the anger for some of these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're not even talking about being mad at woke or not mad at woke. We're in a different, category altogether. We're getting mad that your thing is not does not match the thing I love. Like, okay, it still exists.
It's like, and I feel like people get Like okay, when there's legitimate criticism, I'm always more than willing to
Yeah.
hear it out. But yeah, but when the criticism
Like the
is
last Avatar is rushed.
yeah, oh yeah, like yeah, if you
It's
say
rushed.
which I mean to be fair, like you know, I'm gonna lay my cards on the table here. A lot of people said the same thing about the Yu Yu Hakusho live action adaptations. Like, oh man, they just rushed everything, and they did. But here's the thing: I've seen the anime,
Yep.
so I didn't mind the shorthand. It didn't bother
There you
me at
go.
all.
There
It
you
was
go.
one of those
There you
things
go.
like I've seen it. I've seen the anime. I've read the manga. Any character development they could have given, I already know about. Like I'm
Yeah,
not
fair.
I'm not fucked up about it. But I totally get why people don't like that show. And yeah, here's the thing. When you adapt, and this thing I think people need to understand. When you adapt a TV show to a live action format, here's the thing that's not going to happen. You're not going to get 50, 70 episodes in one season like a lot of these shows used to do. Like I was going back and looking. You ever go back and watch old like 80s cartoons? Most of those shows had 65 episode seasons.
Oh yeah.
Like you know, in Avatar, let me look. I actually want to pull this up because I don't want to be wrong. But the season 1, how many episodes did we have in season 1 for that show? I'm actually okay. There were 20 episodes
At about 20 minutes apiece, though.
Yeah, at about 20 minutes a pop. So here's the thing. You can't like now what was it? Avatar on Netflix was like what 8 episodes. So and each episode being like damn near an hour. Okay.
Right.
So on paper, I mean honestly, it kind of averages out. But what they did there as much as, you know, I know a lot of people, you know, love that cartoon, I guarantee you there are moments in that cartoon that just do not translate and are probably things that just honestly don't even fucking matter. Because that's how every TV show is. Every TV show you ever loved, I don't care what it was. There's probably something in it that happens that you could probably, if you were being incredibly objective, you could probably look at it and go, probably could have done without that part.
Oh
But,
yeah.
no matter how much you like it. No matter how much
the first
you like
5 episodes, the first 5 episodes of Breaking Bad, you can get rid of those.
Yeah. I mean,
I
honestly,
bet some people might say that's important to the character development. Blah blah blah. It's like, look, sometimes I don't really give a fuck about any of that. I love Jujutsu Kaisen. I started over because I want to get into season 2 fresh. I'm in season 2 now, and let me tell you something. There's quite a few episodes where I'm like, I don't care about any of this. Like, you know,
I caught myself.
Start throwing hands again.
Well, no,
yeah, exactly.
On my way to the second season of Jujutsu Kaisen, there were multiple times I was like, you know, we always the joke that the work meeting that could have been an email.
Yeah.
There and also it's the nature of anime as well. And I'm sorry, this is a sacred cow of anime. I kind of wish they'd get rid of.
Fillers.
Every episode, you spend the first 5 minutes recapping the last 5 minutes of the previous episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you've done that,
you get some fuck ton of flashbacks.
You go into the intro. So that's another like minute and a half right there. So like when me and Cynthia were watching Demon Slayer and like, you know, it was getting late. It was time for her to go to bed. And she wanted to watch one more episode. And I said, we got one more episode before we finish out season 1. And she was like, oh, I kind of don't want to save it. I really want to know what happens next. And I said, well, here's the thing. I know you're looking at this as being like, oh, this is going to take 30 minutes to get through. But I said, let's look at it this way. We're going to skip the first 5 minutes of the episode. We're going to skip the intro. So that's 7 minutes gone right there. And we're not going to watch the outro, most likely, unless there's just something crazy going on in it, because it's usually going to have what's coming up next or, you know, some other bullshit. And I said, so really, we're only going to be watching about 15 minutes worth of a show. And she was like, you know, when you put it like that, I'm going to stay up and watch the rest. And I was like, boom.
There you go. Clip show episodes, the worst. I think clip show. But
Oh
yeah, give us
yeah,
photo.
yeah, no, okay, yeah, that is okay. And clip shows, and this is something. This isn't even just an anime thing. This is something
Seinfeld
they
was.
do.
I hated when Seinfeld did that shit. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
Any show when you
Every
do
sitcom does that shit.
oh no, sitcoms, dude. Honestly, even I can't think of a good example right now, but I've even seen some like like more modern, kind of HBO style shows do it every once in a blue moon. Like you just tell, like they ran out of shit. They ran out of shit to do, and it's like, look, man, like it. You know what? I always find it funny when shows parody clip shows. I find that funny. But an actual clip show, I sleep.
You get skipped.
That episode gets skipped. Hard body. But yeah. Lost. And oh, by the way, what Gearless Mode just asked hits particularly hard right now. And I say that because Cynthia just recently mainlined the entirety of the Lost series in the last month.
I'm sorry.
That's impressive.
I had to go. Yeah, I had to go. Trust me, everybody in the house was forced to go on that journey, and no one was happy about it. But yeah, I know exactly what you were talking about.
Curb Your Enthusiasm is dope as fuck. Who's the guy that just passed away?
Oh damn.
Speaking of Curb,
I forget his damn name. Jeez.
That's sad.
I
hope his
always
family's
remember him
not
as the
I know,
Prince
right?
of Nottingham and
That's it, yeah.
Robin Hood Men in Tights. That's the name I always remember him.
Richard Lewis.
Thank
Lewis.
you.
Yeah,
Yes, Richard Lewis. Yeah, he passed away. What was he was like 70 something, I think.
I mean,
71.
he was looking ancient on that last episode, last season of Curb they did. I was like, that boy is not long for this world. I'll tell you that.
76 years old. Jesus Christ.
That's about right there, right?
Yeah.
That's human life expectancy. So
man.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, he made, you know what, honestly, I feel like at that point he did a good job.
He won.
Yeah, he won. Yeah, he honestly,
that's the end game.
Yeah, that's end game right there. He made it to the end game. I mean, honestly, he was just doing dailies at this point. Dude, he was just doing dailies at this point, man.
Damn, he signed off.
Wait.
Never looked back in.
Elite said Larry's older than that. Jesus. Wait, how old is Larry David? Hold on, how old is Larry David? I'm looking it up right. Good. Oh wait, no. Larry David, he's 76 too. He's 76 as well.
Okay, he's the same.
Yeah, he's saying. Oh, well, yeah, I looked up this thing. Apparently, I didn't. Because I never look into these sorts of things with certain people. But I didn't know they were childhood friends. I've learned something new today. My life has been enhanced as a direct result of. But no, I want to just kind of get us. Let's just say this. Let's just say this. It's okay. And oh, you know what? Actually, let me not forget. Because I almost forgot. Oh wait, what's this? What's this you just?
No. It's me.
Oh, I see it now. I was like, oh, hey, yeah. I was like, hey.
Earlier, I was like, what? David Peppers. I know him.
Yeah.
Way back. Tell him I said what's up after this.
No. I most certainly will. I most certainly will. But no, okay. So for me personally, I don't think that you should hold a live action adaptation of a serialized thing like something that obviously is going to have more episodes. I also don't think you could hold it to the same standards. It just kind of is what it is. If something is 20, 30 episodes and a thing that's just adapting that thing is like 8 or 10, that's kind of, I mean, yeah, could Avatar have stood to have 2 more episodes? Sure. Probably. I won't lie. I kind of feel like as it was getting close to the end, my patience was, starting to wane or wax or whichever one means
Fade.
It's
Yeah.
smaller.
yeah, whichever one was to get smaller.
Hey,
I always get mixed up on those.
That fa-
What was that?
bro,
Wait, what was
bro,
that?
the Fabric 86 super chat, bro. I mean, like, bro, your boy is struggling today.
He sees you.
Yeah, that's he's struggling.
Hey,
Struggling today, man.
he's like, nah. He's like, you got this, King. You got this. Just
Yeah,
Fucking live action. It was fucking
I
crazy.
appreciate-
You know what
To
I'm saying?
be-
you know what's great? Go ahead.
go ahead. Shoot.
No, I was just about to say, I didn't think I was this tired until we started. And I'm like, oh, shit, I'm old. I forgot.
I mean, to
I've
be
been,
fair, it's probably a good thing that we're
goodness.
gonna wrap up a little
Nobody-
early today.
And nobody loves that jingle like me. So I got you. That was a 1999.
Oh yeah. No, I wasn't gonna forget. Trust me, I didn't forget. Oh, you about to get hold. Wait. Let me get a little sip, a little something.
Hold on. Let me wake up. Thank you, Fabric.
Stop bleeding.
I know, right?
Me. 1999. Dun, 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 super chat.
The only thing
Oh,
bad, I'm
yeah.
gonna have to mute my mic. The only thing bad about being on the show with Ernie is I don't get to sing it. I don't get to belt it out.
Let me get in there with it. No, we also got $5. Does anyone ever watch The River on ABC years ago? The River. I do remember that show. I did not watch it. I was aware of it. I was I guess tangentially aware of it. But it says I was into Lost. I was into that because Lost just pissed me off. Another show, Lost in Time, but they had an ending. So okay, the reason I never finished From was because I learned that the people who wrote Lost wrote From, and that immediately turned me off of the whole show.
No, I'm good.
I was like,
And
okay,
you know,
no.
That means the ending is gonna be some shit that's gonna be like, what?
It's already
was,
got
and then-
dumb to me. In one season, it got dumb to me.
Bro, so you know what that means, though. You know what that means, and this is I've heard this from every Lost fan.
Mhm.
I guess you're just not smart enough to get it.
It's true.
I hear that.
Stupid, I guess. Like
I hear that.
The only
I hear that
thing
from
worse
Rick and
than
Morty
Lost
fans.
is his fans.
Mhm.
I mean, for me,
I hear that from Rick and Morty fans, though.
I like Rick and Morty. Fuck the fans.
Yeah, I like Rick and Morty. I just don't like telling anybody that I like Rick and Morty because it gets you a look. It's gonna get you a look, and I don't like the look that people give me when I say that I like it. I'm like, okay. I was like, all right, I'm not one of those guys. Okay, I'm actually decent, and I don't think that Rick is the good guy. Okay, I have media literacy. I know that Rick is terrible.
Rick is definitely not that good guy, but there's some points in there where you feel bad for him, like that part where he like
the Unity episode, the very end,
bro.
fuck me up.
Yeah,
bro. Literally, like I'm like, oh man,
It's
dude,
like,
that shit
bruh.
was fucking
The
hard,
Unity,
dude. He was gonna off himself, but then
like,
he
yeah,
didn't,
then
he's
he
like,
he passed out because it was so that Unity
It's just like,
episode fucked me up.
Oh
Like,
no,
he was
Unity
hurt.
episode's great. Unity episode's great.
was
I just
hurt.
it there are moments in that show where I'm like, oh man, you kind of. I also like when Rick gets put in his place.
I do too.
I like when the episode where they're like it's the Pickle Rick episode, and Susan Sarandon basically just dresses his ass down. In the therapist's office.
yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I get it. Like, you're who you are. And I imagine that, sitting in this room is just absolutely, completely boring to you. Just the way that I would probably, think some other things are just absolutely positively boring. But we just have to get the fuck over it and do the thing. Yeah, basically was like the long and short of it, but like
especially with I think the writers started figuring out that there were so many fans who kept missing the point that they just kept like, okay, you know what the next episodes are gonna be? The next episodes could just easily be named Rick is the bad guy. Now we're gonna show you he's the bad guy because you guys are not fucking getting it.
Well,
No,
no,
the poop episode.
yeah.
Put that right. I can't even speak right now. But basically, encapsulated that whole message perfectly.
Well,
Ooh la
yeah,
la, ooh la
the thing
la.
for me
Like,
is the thing for me though is just the fact that there are people out there, legitimately, there are people out there who I feel, they complain about being spoon-fed nuance. Like, oh, it was too heavy-handed. It was too heavy. They were preaching. They were preaching. Well, the reason why they preach is because, I mean, let's be honest. And I'm not singling anybody out here when I say this, but I'm just saying just as your blanket statement, not anyone particular here, but just saying they do that shit because y'all are fucking stupid.
you know what's crazy?
There are people out there that just do not get it. It's like there are people out there who don't they have to be told. And that's why I keep telling people we need to have media literacy taught in school, that children should have to take, like you know how you're in elementary school and you have to go to PE, you should have to go to ML. You should have to go to media literacy so that way you don't be one of those people when you grow up saying, man, I really miss when they didn't, preach to me. I wish that, the X-Men, didn't become woke all of a sudden. It's like, okay.
By the way, it's funny you mentioned that because you know how we talking about Helldivers and the controversy. You know, because of Helldivers, a lot of people started watching Starship Troopers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of people are using that movie as a propaganda to talk, spew their anti-immigration bullshit, whatever. And people's like, you're missing the whole point of that movie. That
movie's a parody.
You're susceptible. Yeah, no, you're susceptible to to all that fashion shit. And then all I can think about when I'm seeing these videos of it, these guys talking about using that movie as some type of allegory to whatever the hell they believe. All I can think about is, damn, Ernie was onto something. We need me some media literacy class because they missed the whole point.
Media literacy needs to be taught. It shouldn't just be something that you take in college. I think media literacy should be a course you take from the time you get out of kindergarten to the time that you get out of high school, and maybe even then, maybe have to take it to college.
Media is going to be in front of your face. I agree with you.
Yeah,
everything, and it's only getting more and more. Right? How early do kids get tablets in their hands now and all that stuff? Elite X1. Here's the thing. We're about to wrap it up, but I will say this much: the one thing about Helldivers 2 or the Helldivers game in specifically, that kind of low key makes me feel uncomfortable, especially seeing how many right wingers love the fuck out of that game. Here's the thing about that game: there's no real story, right? It's done in the world of Starship Troopers, right? Like a homage, just without any of the storytelling. So you get all the satire of Democracy Now and all this shit, and it's but none of the satire delivered during the movie. So then sometimes I'm playing this game and it's like, how are people supposed to know this is satire? And a lot of people don't.
I know it's satire from the opening cutscene, right? The opening cutscene to me was like, oh, I see what you guys are doing. And I remember thinking to myself when I saw the opening cutscene, I was like, yo, so a lot of people are gonna be mad about this shit because it's making fun of these right wingers and all that shit. But then
don't miss
but no, they did, because I saw a scene on Twitter. Yo, Helldivers is hands down the most patriotic game you will ever play. Play it now, and I'm like, oof.
It's like the thing is, it's okay. So, and that's why I say media literacy needs to be taught, because I can't tell you how many times I have seen some right wing chud go off on something like that, like thinking that the thing that was very clearly an allegory for the perils of blind patriotism, They're like, no, see, that's how it should be, man. That's how it should be, man. We should be that patriotic that we would just shoot ourselves in a big ass bullet down to a planet full of bugs and just force our beliefs to everybody else because that's what we should do. That's us, man. That should be real, man. If it was, man, I would totally do it. No, you wouldn't. Stop.
I would be a Helldiver.
Stop. None of us would want to do like. That was, right. And I think once again, you said people were picking up that movie Starship Troopers, which, by the way, I've watched that movie so many times it's not even funny. But even the the book that Starship Troopers is based on is kind of one of those deals where it's you take it how you want. The book's terrible. I'll just be honest about you. I'll be honest with you on that one. The movie came out. The movie
makes fun of the book.
Yeah, the movie makes fun of the book, and that is why the movie is so good. It takes the themes of that book and it makes fun of it because was it Paul Verhoeven, the guy that directed, I believe? I think he said himself. He said he tried to read the book when he took on the job to make the movie, and he said he couldn't even get through it. He was just like, "Nah, I'm good," and he's like, "I'm just gonna do my own thing."
Was the book also
like
parody?
A chapter or two.
Was the book also satirical? Like, they had the same satirical means about propaganda?
I honestly don't know what the fuck that dude was trying to say with Starship Troopers. I honestly don't know. The book, not the movie. I know what they were saying about the movie, but like, yeah, the book. I also don't know what the message was because I couldn't get through it. Like, when I found out it was a book after I saw the movie, I tried to read it, and I was like, dude, this is wild boring. I would put Starship Troopers, Helldivers, and that one episode for Futurama in the same category when they all enlisted in the military and they went to fight like the alien balls, and then like Fry at the end found out like, wait, we're the evil alien invaders. Just saying. Hey, we got another one here. We got this is medic. I watched Starship Troopers during a deployment. You would be shocked how many started saying that's how we should have behaved in Iraq. I believe it.
I would not be shocked.
I was about to say. I know. Shit, me and Robo know 10 mutuals off the top of my head that would have been like, yeah, easy. Yeah. With the quickness, bro. So yeah,
man, we had flamethrowers, man.
Yeah,
I would tell some stories about shit I've heard. But that would make the show end on a dark note. So come watch Face TV on Twitch if you want to get depressed.
Okay, plug, by the way. Yo, that was a smooth ass plug.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? Butt plug, spit on it, stick it up there. That was good, bro.
Yeah, I do my shit. But what to say? Shout out.
He regretted that face the minute I said those words.
Thank you for your service. No, thank you for your service.
Yes.
But hey, nobody want to thank me? Okay. Nobody got thank. I served too, guys.
I mean, you did. Yeah, your service, you too.
Yeah. America.
They couldn't have repressed the global south without us.
Right.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, baby.
Oh my God. Anyway, thank you for that. 1999 super chat. We got that one, man. I'm gonna go say, yeah. Well, Robo, you already kind of hit us with the plug. Do you want to go ahead and give them the rest? Give them the rest.
Ladies, gentlemen, and MBs, that is the show. This is Nerds of Culture. Ernie the Blur Without Fear. I'm Robo. Just Chris Cypher. Don't forget to follow us. Our links, the people on here who are not Ernie, our links are in the description. Hook us up. Help us. But don't forget to take care of yourself. Take care of each other.
Oui, bitch.
I was wondering, like, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna?
Yeah.
Au revoir. Bonsoir, because bonjour is for the daytime. Bonsoir means good evening. So
okay, bro. C'est la vie.
He's like, all right. That's enough. That's enough. Anyway, Thank you all. And you know what? All you Avatar haters, you can go to hell.